Hi, Terry Bohm here. I'm doing this video sort of for the Durans in Arizona and Mark Gary in the Philippines and a few other people out there that are direct friends of mine, but everybody the same message. There's a company that started in December called Vasayo, V-A-S-A-Y-O. Essentially the founder is Dallin Larson. He started a company back in 2005 called Monavi that went to $1 billion by 2009. Essentially had to basically lose controlling interest because the money demands are so much for the cash flow that he had to basically get the financing from an equity group, which was probably not the best place to get it, but essentially got spun into another company called Junes. Well, his experience before that was a company called Usana, which is still going strong. It's like another $1 billion company, but the reality still is this guy learned a lot of information from the last 2 operations, and everybody said, you know, you got so much opportunity to do something like this again, but you've learned so much, and it's not so much one person anyhow that starts any company. But so Vasayo was launched in really about January of 2017. There's probably about 25 to 35,000 people already in the business, perhaps. All I know is that anybody that gets in the business is obviously looking forward to a big growth period that's going to be for the next 4 to 6 years. Their goals are to have 1 million people inside this business, which is obviously just my little area of Silicon Valley. So that's it's ambitious to a lot of people, but it's really not a big thing. But really the opportunity is in Hong Kong, Canada, and the U.S. right now. And the biggest thing is that it only takes $200 to get involved. I have basically started around the last day of March. I've got a group size of 35 people. I've got a volume of the group as of over $15,000. So what it really means is I'm in business with a bunch of other people, but I get to control and add to my business. And it doesn't take brain science, it just takes basically the willingness to go out and share it and say, hey, there's a company called Vasayo, have you heard of it? Would you like to basically see how you might be able to make a good second income and not risk everything you've ever had to put in to a savings? Obviously, if we went to college, it'd be a lot, 6,000 hours, probably about $50,000 to $60,000 of expenses. Not saying that college is a bad thing, it's just the reality of what it costs. And probably less than 40% will never finish college, so they will be in debt. But the reality still is you don't have to be a college graduate to do this business, even though I went back to school in 2015 and finished my bachelor's in San Francisco State Cinema. But all I know is that this business is really working. I know that when you get in, you get a position, and everybody that's going to get in the next day or thereafter is going to basically probably fall into some part of your business, which is a good thing, because if we have some real successful people in the business that are in below us, that adds to our volume. So it seems like it's complex. It really isn't. A 12th grader could easily do this business. I'm sure you have to be 18 to do it. But the reality still is that the company has a proprietary liposomal shield covering vitamin, which basically lets the body absorb it, and it actually is more ability than going through with a transdermal patch. I've got I'm trying to film here and they stop, and I hear a motor running now. So I was trying to get a real quiet place. I had to quiet down for a second. Start filming again. I had one of our Santa Clara PD. He's cruising the creek to make sure everything's safe. So anyhow, I got involved in the business, and it's really pretty simple in that you just go out and share the business. Some people are going to get involved, and you're going to help them, show them how to do it. The business is all online, so therefore there's no real paperwork. You've got an app office that shows everybody your volume, your rankings, everybody that goes in your business and where they are and what they're kind of doing. So I hope that you look further. I've got 9 videos on YouTube under Vasayo.com. And I mean, sorry, not under Vasayo.com. On YouTube, you do the search, and that is going to be Vasayo, and then my last name, B-O-H-M-E. So again, look forward to see if you're interested in doing this business. And again, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that are willing to help you. There's going to be meetings in every one of the major cities probably within the next 5 to 6 months. Right now there's meetings going on. There is a calendar. Bye.